Hello, Minister of Education. This PowerPoint is created by the students of the English Education program. My name is Jose, and with my classmates Liz, Natalia, and Micaela, we are going to present our proposal about mental health in Argentine students. I'm in charge of the introduction of the problem. Then Liz and Natalia are going to talk about the proposal and more details. And Micaela will end this presentation with the feasibility and conclusion. So, the reason why we are concerned about this issue is that mental health problems can affect many areas of students' lives. Some of those areas are academic achievement and satisfaction with good school experience. I must point out that there are some long-term circumstances for learners, for example, their future employment and of course overall health. Let me give you an example. Let's suppose that third year school students of a secondary school are having an oral exam next week. Some of those students may face these situations. They may get anxious, they may get stressed, they may have difficulties to sleep, and or they may have depression before or after the oral exam. So for instance, if a student's anxiety is high, this difficulty will interfere with their studies, affecting motivation, concentration, and optimism. We as teachers, we have to assume that an educational institution is a place where young people are protected. But we can't do that if we don't know what they're going through. In order to gain this knowledge, we need to apply a comprehensive approach. And you may wonder how we're going to achieve that approach. So in the following slides, Liz and Natalia are going to answer that question. Thank you.
First, I would like to start by reading the definition of mental health according to the World Health Organization that says that mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. Multiple social, physical, and biological factors can affect a person's mental health at any point in life. Poor mental health is generally associated with rapid social changes, stress, gender discrimination, social exclusion, unhealthy lifestyle, etc. And I've heard before that children can be diagnosed with having a mental disorder because they don't suffer from stress, they don't have problems, they are unaware of the situations around them. However, that is not true. Children and adolescents can be diagnosed with having a mental disorder. Emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, poverty, a violent environment can trigger a mental disorder. The most frequent mental and behavior disorders diagnosed in childhood are attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD, anxiety, autism spectrum disorder, substance abuse, among others. While we were searching for information, we found a survey carried out in 2008 that pointed out that 20% of children and adolescents suffer from psychological illnesses, and most of them commit suicide, which is reported to be the third cause why young people die around the world. The survey also says that 50% of mental disorders diagnosed in adults have started in their adolescence.
I should now like to address a huge problem that the school have, that is the poor mental health of students. According to experts, at least 3 children in each classroom are affected by mental problems. I must point out that not all these issues come from the school, but the academic pressure and the stress caused by bullying that the students receive from their peers will also increase those kids' mental problems. So our primary concern is that students are not taught any information about mental well-being within the school, and the institutions do not provide a space where educators could help students to cope with their problems. So we strongly believe that the breaking down of the stigma and misconceptions about mental illness has to start in school. It is crucial that the whole institution, from the head teacher to the children's parents, value mental well-being as it affects all aspects of school life. So children should be educated on their mental health at the school so that it will help them to open up about any difficulties they may be suffering. Recognizing mental health and its consequences is a life skill and will help children get help when they need it or prevent this from getting any worse.
With the aforementioned, what we suggest is to create a space in schools where students who suffer from mental health problems can be heard and treated accordingly without the need to condemn them as sick people. Our aim is to create a subject within the school curriculum where students can learn about what mental health problems are, the different types that can affect people, and how these problems can interfere with their lives. Also, we will provide our students with some tools and knowledge to know how to help others if they suffer from psychological issues. Thereby, teachers will see the concern and traumas of their students a little deeper. So, in this subject, we propose that first of all, students identify people, structures, and activities that make them happy and calm. And second, they can also recognize 2 or 3 people with whom they have a good relationship and with whom they can talk when they are suffering from one of the types of mental health problems. So, as to conclude, our main objective in this proposal is to support children who are suffering from mental health problems. So, we want to create an environment, a friendly environment, in which students feel comfortable to speak about their problems, their concerns, their traumas. And we think the best place to create it, to introduce this subject is in schools, because schools are the places where students spend most of their time, most of their lives. And second, because they are the main places maybe where mental health problems originated. So all of this, we think that creating the subject also with some consistent guidelines that help them to help others maybe on to express better what they are suffering. We believe that we will make our students' lives a little better. Thank you for watching.